Would you like to boost your practice profits by 100K or more this year? Then don't miss this video. But first, I'm Tristan Bond, CEO of Practice Acceleration. And what we do is we help great healthcare professionals create thriving businesses that give them more profits and run like clockwork. When you're in the day-to-day running of your business, it is really easy to get caught up in a ton of little problems. But the problem that I'm going to talk to you about today is costing you $100,000 or more in your practice every single year. Now, before I get into it, let me ask you really quickly, what do you think this big problem is? What do you think it is? If you're like many of the practice owners that we speak to, you're possibly and probably thinking it's a lack of new patients. I need more new patients, Tristan. I hear it all day, every day. But I've got to tell you this, that is not the problem that is costing you your financial freedom and your independence. Here's the real problem. It's that your process for lead conversion isn't working. Stick around, I'm going to unpack what that means, and I'm also going to show you what to do to fix it. Think about the processes in your practice right now. For example, what happens when someone leaves a comment on a social media post? Or when someone replies to a marketing email? What about the red hot leads that actually dial up and call your practice and inquire about treatment? Now, these are all opportunities to turn inquiries into bookings, but so many of those opportunities are lost due to poor lead conversion, systemization, and lack of processes. Lost booking means less revenue for your practice and also means that any money you're spending on marketing to get that inquiry in the first place, it's going to waste totally out the window. It's a lose-lose. An underperforming lead conversion process is like a leaky pipe in your practice. And instead of leaking water, this one's hemorrhaging cash. Here's how to plug the hole. First of all, you've got to track and measure every single lead that comes into your practice. Treat them all like gold. That should already be a given. If not, you've got to start doing this. You need to know what your numbers are, so that way you can work to improve upon them. The next thing you've got to do is this. Have a system in place for converting those new leads into new patients. You need to have a system that's tailored for every platform that leads are coming into your life from. For example, there's going to be a different one for Facebook, for email, for phone, for text, and so forth. Creating a system that doesn't need to be rocket science. At Practice Acceleration, we've got a super simple conversion system. Our private clients use this to close up to 95% of all inquiries across all platforms. It comes down to showing your potential patient you genuinely care about solving their problem and establishing comfortably that you are the best practice to help them do so. Once you have your conversion systems in place, you need to make sure your team can actually follow it. You don't just want to hand over your how-to document and walk away and just hope. You need to train your team so they can replicate the same high level of result every single time. And because you're now tracking your lead numbers and your conversions, you can keep your finger on the pulse and make sure your conversion rates stay on track. Hey, I know there's just a ton that I've covered in today's episode, but if you want to learn more about how to systemize your practice to run like a well-oiled machine, please grab a copy of my latest book, The Practice Acceleration Method. The book is filled with actionable insights and do this, then do that instructions for systemizing your business, training an A-player team, attracting new patients on demand, and so much more. I'm going to pop a link below for you to access it. Go through the book, follow it step by step, and you will see the growth in your practice for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the other side.